Okay. Let's see. Okay.
Repeating. This is Paladin Dance on frequency 9-5. All Brotherhood of Steel units are to return to the Cambridge Police Station immediately for reassignment. Repeating. This is Paladin Dance on frequency 9-5.
Okay.
All Brotherhood of Steel units are to return to the Cambridge Police Station immediately for reassignment. Repeating.
Yeah, I aligned myself to Brotherhood of Steel for pretty much
All Brotherhood of Steel units
a
are
lot
to
of my
return to the Cambridge
playthroughs.
Police Station immediately for reassignment.
On all of the Fallout games I've played.
Repeating. This is Paladin Dance on frequency
And if
9-5.
you go on to YouTube
All Brotherhood of Steel units
and
are to return to the Cambridge
you would
Police Station
find a
immediately
video
for
on the
reassignment.
Fallout series
Repeating.
capping off from Fallout 1 through New
This is
Vegas.
Paladin Dance on frequency 9-5. All Brotherhood of Steel units are to return to the Cambridge Police Station immediately for reassignment.
So guys,
Repeating. This is Paladin Dance on frequency 9-5. All Brotherhood of Steel units are to return to the Cambridge Police Station immediately for reassignment. Repeating.
there.
This is Paladin Dance on frequency 9-5. All Brotherhood of Steel units are to return to the Cambridge Police Station immediately for reassignment.
Yeah, that's
Repeating.
live stream I did.
This is Paladin Dance
I
on frequency
used
9-5.
Headset that came
All
with my
Brotherhood of Steel units are to
PS4,
return to the Cambridge Police Station
which
immediately for
made it to
reassignment.
where it was echoing because I had it set to it going
This is
through a
Paladin
lot
Dance
of
on frequency 9-5. All
Um,
Brotherhood of Steel units
yeah.
are to return to the Cambridge Police Station
on
immediately
the-
for reassignment.
normal TV slash amplifier audio thing. So, you know.
I'm through.
That was so lucky. Yeah.
Repeating.
Toss anything you can't haul my way.
This is Paladin Dance on frequency 9-5. All Brotherhood of Steel units are to return to the Cambridge Police
Yeah.
Station immediately for reassignment. Repeating. This is Paladin Dance on frequency 9-5. All Brotherhood of Steel units are to return to the Cambridge Police Station immediately for reassignment. Repeating.
Pretty much
This is
the
Paladin
iBot
Dance on frequency
look
9-5.
about exactly
All
the
Brotherhood of
same
Steel
as
units
in
are to
Fallout
return to the Cambridge
3
Police
and New
Station
Vegas.
immediately for reassignment.
And pretty much
Repeating.
it pretty much
This is
shows
Paladin Dance
that
on frequency 95.
pretty much that
All Brotherhood of Steel units
designs
are to
for
return to the
like
Cambridge Police Station
a
immediately
lot
for
of these
reassignment.
things in the Fallout series for pretty much everything.
Repeating.
Whoa.
This is Paladin
Someone's
Dance on
coming.
frequency 95. All Brotherhood of Steel units are to return to the Cambridge Police Station immediately for reassignment. Repeating. This is Paladin Dance on frequency 95. All Brotherhood of Steel units are to return to the Cambridge Police Station
Yeah.
immediately for reassignment.
Actuator damage.
Repeating.
Engaging
Paladin Dance on frequency 95. All Brotherhood of Steel units are to return to the Cambridge Police Station immediately for reassignment. Repeating.
Okay.
This is Paladin Dance on frequency 95. All Brotherhood of Steel units are to return to the Cambridge Police Station immediately for reassignment. Repeating. This is Paladin Dance on frequency 95. All Brotherhood of Steel units are to return to the Cambridge Police Station immediately for reassignment.
Just run.
Repeating. This is Paladin Dance on frequency 95. All Brotherhood of Steel units are to return to the Cambridge Police Station immediately for reassignment. Repeating.
Damn.
This is Paladin Dance.
A little hard, isn't it? At that part of the world. Hell. I should have just fast traveled. Save myself the problem of running out of healing items. Yeah. Shadow Steel. Yeah.
Repeating. This is Paladin Dance on frequency 95.
Yeah, I'll change stations right when it loads in.
Burn marks.
They don't mistake us.
He must have spent holding this site.
Suppose that means we missed all the... No one's gonna move on this place now that the Pridwin's in town.
Excuse me.
Paladin Dance is waiting for you inside,
which I
recruit.
did, so I know it's true, and not just something I overheard. Nick Valentine
Cavalry's
is back
arrived.
in town.
And it looks like they sent in the big
Some
guns.
people who are totally not me thought
That ship. I've never seen anything like it.
Amazing, isn't it?
he might be dead.
We call our ship
Or
the
destroyed.
Pridwin. She's loaded with enough troops and supplies to mount a major offensive. If she's here, Elder Maxon's here. And that means we're going to war.
This is civilization by, it's by...
Gonna be a quick war with that thing on our side.
Yeah, but for who?
That's the plan. If history's proven anything, it's that an overwhelming show of force has a chance of halting a conflict before it begins. That being said, you're about to get to know the Pridwin up close and personal. I've received orders that we're both to report to her immediately. Follow me up to the roof of the police station. We're going for a little ride.
Gonna... Okay. Just gonna... switch my companions. Because... I want Valentine to... Plus, the voice actor for... was... I think... playing a few guys in Skyrim. And I think
All
possibly a
Brotherhood of Steel
couple
units are to
characters
return to the
in
Cambridge Police Station immediately.
Oblivion of Fallout 3.
Repeating.
Codsworth.
Shall I accompany you, sir?
Dance on frequency 95.
Yes, of course.
As you wish, sir.
Steel units are to return to the Cambridge Police Station immediately for reassignment.
Sanctuary Hills. Now. Map. Good. Radio. Diamond City
Not just
Radio.
something I overheard. Nick Valentine is back in town. He was gone for a while, and some people who are totally not me thought that... well, they thought he might be dead. Or destroyed, or whatever. Anyway. I'm glad you're back, Nick. Even though we never really talk. Like, ever. I kind of feel like the last thing I'd want to do is, go looking for radioactive material. But not Warren Smith. Here's uranium rock.
Okay. Okay. I think I might be getting the hang of the
Someone sure was thorough when it came
Must
to
have spent a whole
the
case of them
Paladin
over.
Dan's
live
waiting for you.
cast thing. My next live cast might be pretty soon after this one. It might be either Destiny or Black Ops 2.
Carry food with you, or you'll end up eating some pretty questionable things to stay alive.
Cavalry's arrived. And it looks like they sent in the big guns.
That ship. I've never seen anything like it.
Amazing, isn't it? We call our ship the Prydwen. She's loaded with enough troops and supplies to mount a major offensive. If she's here, Elder Maxon's here. And that means we're going to war.
Good.
After rolling that thing in, you've certainly started a war.
Yes, or at least sending a very strong message. One for the books, as they say.
If history's proven anything, it's that an overwhelming show of force has a chance of halting a conflict before it begins. Besides, why should we hold back when we have something like that at our disposal? That being said, you're about to get to know the Prydwen up close and personal. I've received orders that we're both to report to her immediately. Follow me up to the roof of the police station. We're going for a little ride.
Ooh, a vertibird!
Locating the artifact can be just as dangerous
I
as bringing
mean,
it back.
after this, I'll be able to call a vertibird to wherever I am.
Taking on a Deathclaw without backup is a great way to get yourself killed.
I took a death claw without backup a while back. Yeah, I was really careful. Went up to the roof, shot it a little bit. Let the death claw have fun with the raiders. Then I finished it off. Oh, yeah.
Chokes away!
That minigun in front of you is loaded and ready to fire. If you spot anything hostile during the flight, I suggest you put it to good use. Make sure you properly identify your targets before you start shooting.
Yeah.
We don't want to have any mishaps and fire on the local.
Yeah. The best way is to keep an eye on your radar, which is bottom center.
The Commonwealth looks different from up
Any
here,
red ticks
doesn't it? It never ceases to
on
amaze
it.
me how drastically your
You would,
perception of the battlefield
shoot.
changes from the air. We're gonna need that edge when we take on the Institute. They've already proven that they're technologically superior, which means there's no telling what types of weapons they'll have in their arsenal. Hopefully, our air superiority and tactical know-how will make the difference. Now all we have to do is find them. And I'm betting that Elder Maxon will have a plan already in place by the time we arrive.
No need in wasting any ammunition on that. Hey,
I wish everyone down there believed in our cause. But they've been
Whoa.
blinded by rumors and misinformation. They don't realize that the Brotherhood of Steel is the Commonwealth's last hope for survival. Every man, woman, and child below is in mortal danger. If we fail, it's only a matter of time before the enemy overwhelms the population. Cleansing the Commonwealth is our duty, and I will gladly spill my own blood if it ensures our victory. We're on final approach to the airport. The Prydwen should be coming into view just ahead. We'll be meeting Lancer Captain Kells on the flight deck. Just stick close to me and answer all of his questions.
there's another vertibird. It's not registering as an enemy vertibird. There's the thing. I remember listening to the song that's playing right now in Fallout 3. Yep, look at that vertebra. Actually, look at that big
There
blood.
she is. It's been far too long since I've been aboard. All right, soldier. This is the moment when everything changes. I hope you're ready.
Superb graphic.
Something I can help with, sir?
Oh.
Permission to come aboard, sir?
Permission granted, and welcome back, Paladin. Allow me to be the first to congratulate you on a successful mission. And is this our new recruit?
Yes, sir. I feel promoted him to initiate, and I'd like to sponsor his entry into our rankings personally.
Yes, we've read your reports. You'll be pleased to know that Elder Max has approved your request to place the recruit in your charge.
Thank you, sir. And my current orders?
You are to remain on the frigate and await further instructions.
Very good, sir. Ad Victoriam, Captain.
Ad Victoriam, Paladin.
Captain Kells?
So, you're the one Paladin Danse has taken under his wing. You don't look much like a soldier to me.
Sorry to disappoint you.
Sorry? A little soft around the edges, aren't you? If you want to earn your place among the best, you need to toughen up. I've read Paladin Dance's reports. He seems to think you'll make a fine addition to the Brotherhood. You might expect an endorsement like that to grant you a great deal of latitude with us. But let me make one thing clear. The Brotherhood of Steel has traveled to the Commonwealth with a specific goal in mind. As the captain of this vessel, I won't allow anyone to jeopardize our mission, no matter how valuable they think they are. Understood?
Absolutely.
Good. That's all for now, soldier. Your orders are to proceed to the command deck for the address. After which, Elder Maxon wishes to have a word with you. If you have any questions, ask me now. Otherwise, you're dismissed.
What are my orders?
Your orders are to proceed to Elder Maxon's address. Anything else?
Where can I get power armor?
Only knights are allowed to wear Brotherhood power armor. And you're no knight. Not yet. Until Elder Maxon grants you that title, you'll have to make do with what you've got. Anything else?
Can you tell me anything about Elder Maxon?
Elder Maxon is the supreme commander of the Brotherhood. Without his tenacity and his vision, we'd still be a small group of complacent stragglers, occupying the Citadel and the capital wasteland. In a mere decade, he's grown the Brotherhood of Steel into a major military force. He's an inspiration to us all. Is there anything else?
DC.
I don't have any questions.
Then I suggest you head over to the command deck immediately. Dismissed, Initiate.
US in the Fallout series.
From our sponsors. Stop in for a drink at the Dugout Inn. The stories are free, but the moonshine will cost you.
Welcome aboard.
Ask for Radim Bobrov.
Okay. Now.
Do you know someone who gambles? Then maybe this will make you laugh. Or
here's the Elder.
Brothers and sisters, the road behind has been long and fraught with difficulty. Each and every one of you has surpassed my expectations by rapidly facilitating our arrival in the Commonwealth. You have accomplished this amazing feat without a hint of purpose or direction, and most impressively, without question. Now that the ship is in position, it is time to reveal our purpose. And beneath the Commonwealth, there is a cancer, known as the Institute. A malignant growth that needs to be cut before it infects the surface. They are experimenting with dangerous technologies that could prove to be the world's undoing for the second time in recent history. The Institute scientists have created a weapon that transcends the destructive nature of the atom bomb. They call their creation the Synth. A robotic abomination of technology that is free-thinking and masquerades as a human being. This notion that a machine could be granted free will is not only offensive, but horribly dangerous. And like the atom, if it isn't harnessed properly, it has the potential of rendering us extinct as a species. I am not prepared to allow the Institute to continue this line of experimentation. Therefore, the Institute and their synths are considered enemies of the Brotherhood of Steel, and should be dealt with swiftly and mercilessly. This campaign will be costly, and many lives will be lost. But in the end, we will be saving humankind from its worst enemy. Itself. Ad Victoriam! Ad Victoriam!
Ad Victoriam!
Ad Victoriam.
I care about
them,
you know,
the plastic faces.
the people of the Commonwealth.
They creep me the heck out.
I can see that. They're playing with fire and we need to save them.
Exactly. I just hope we're here in time. I refuse to allow the mistakes of the past to be repeated.
Don't worry. I'm convinced.
Paladin Dance's reports were quite clear regarding your feelings toward the Brotherhood. And he concludes that you'd be an asset to us. Seeing as he's one of my most respected field officers, you couldn't get a better recommendation. Therefore, from this moment forward, I'm granting you the rank of Knight. And, befitting your title, we're granting you a suit of power armor to protect you on the
Yeah!
Wear it with pride.
I'll do my best to live up to it.
I'm certain that you will. In any event, once you're finished becoming familiar with the Pridwin and my staff, report to the flight deck for your new orders.
Yeah!
Soldier.
A new
Make
suit
us
of
proud.
power armor. Let's see, where is Dance? Yeah! Hua! Now that is good. I did not expect these to be instantly
Carry on.
awarded rank of Knight.
Congratulations on the promotion, Knight. So how
Yeah,
did it
this
look out
game
there?
is
We've got a
really
lot of work
good.
ahead of us, brother.
Mess is self-service, brother. You take what you need.
Nuka-Cola. Inventory. Go to 8. Right away. Purified water.
There. Try it now.
Nothing. I was supposed to report 10 minutes ago. If you can't fix it.
I can fix it. You're the one who decided to kick your way through a mire pit. Got it.
There it is. Thanks, brother. I owe you.
I prefer laser weapons myself. It's a cleaner shot and leaves that memorable ozone smell behind. Liberating the Commonwealth is a huge responsibility. Go get the job done.
Paladin Dance.
There you are. How did it go with Elder Maxon?
I was very impressed with him. He seems to know what's best for everyone.
Exactly. Without his determination, we'd be lost. I just hope you appreciate how much of a chance I'm taking bringing you into the fold this quickly. Not to put too fine a point on it, but if you screw up, we go down together.
I won't let you down, Dance. I promise.
Good. Now, I know you're eager to hop into a suit of power armor and take the fight to the Institute. But first things first. In order to be an effective part of the team, you need to learn your way around this ship and get to know its crew. Since I've been officially assigned to you as your sponsor, I'd recommend taking me along with you.
Sounds good. Let's go.
Outstanding.
Sanctuary Hills. Yes.
If it looks dead, put one more.
Now. Cover.
Why take the chance?
Ooh, kitty. New cats are nice to have.
If we want to win the people's hearts and minds,
Proctor Quinlan.
Ah, good. You're finally here. Just set the books down anywhere. I'll get to them as soon as I can.
What are you doing with all these books?
Well, I'm pleased you agree. There are other scribes within the Brotherhood that consider fictional material essential. But I refuse to allow them aboard this vessel. Since it's obvious that you aren't who I was expecting, would you mind telling me why you're here?
Maxon wanted me to meet the crew, so you were next on my list.
Ah, yes. You must be the new recruit described in Paladin Dance's report. Under normal circumstances, I'd provide you with a proper orientation of my department. However, I'm woefully behind setting up research patrols and getting bombarded with requests for technical documentation. Unfortunately, I'm lacking the personnel needed to get the job done.
Maybe I can lend you a hand.
That would be splendid. As you patrol the Commonwealth, keep your eyes open for blueprints, memos, manuals, books, charts. Anything containing useful technical data. I'm authorized to pay you for each bundle of documents that you recover. And if you wish to be assigned to a research patrol, I have plenty of them waiting to be filled. In any event, it was a pleasure to meet you, Knight.
Yep. Next. Come on over here.
Glad you finally stopped by, soldier. Are you ready for your medical exam?
Sure. Go right ahead.
All right. I'm going to ask you a series of medical-related questions, and I'd like you to answer me to the best of your ability. First question. As a child, were you ever exposed to radiation for an extended period of time?
Wouldn't Vault-Tech's screening process have caught this already?
Vault-Tech's screening process? Let me check my notes here. You were a Vault Dweller? You're probably healthier than anyone else aboard. Anyway, sorry I missed that in your records. Just going down the list of questions. I'm sure you understand. Okay, second question. Have you ever had or come in contact with a person confirmed to be carrying a communicable disease?
Never been seriously sick in my life.
Good, good. Third question. And please, answer honestly. Have you ever had sexual relations with any species considered non-human?
No. Never have.
Very well. Last question. Would you have any problems pulling the trigger on an enemy of the Brotherhood, whether they're human, formerly human, or machine?
Nope. No problem whatsoever.
Excellent. You'll fit in quite well around here. Excellent. I think I've got all the information I need. I see no reason to prevent you from beginning your duties immediately. If you ever need medical assistance, you let me know.
There we go. Philo 2. Next one is power armor technician.
Proctor Ingram?
So, you're the new recruit I heard about. Not what I was expecting. that is just plain rude.
Proctor.
So, you're the new recruit I heard about. Huh, not what I was expecting.
What were you expecting?
The last batch of recruits we took on were wastelanders. Dirty, beaten up, looking for a handout. They were desperate and looking for an easy out. You look like you're here for a reason. Anyway, since you came down here to meet me, we may as well get it over with. My name's Ingram, and this lovely little grease pit is where you'll usually find me. If your power armor's too tight in the crotch, the Pridwin's about to crash into the ground, or a robot's gone haywire, you come see me.
Sounds like you have a pretty full plate.
Plate? Hell, I have a whole table's worth of duties around here. There isn't a day that goes by on this tub without 5 or 6 things breaking down. And since I'm stuck in this rig, I'm not quite as spry as I used to be. The work tends to pile up.
I understand.
Good. Anyway, I'm sure you're here to get your hands on some power armor. There's a pretty decent T-60 suit sitting in Bay 3 that's all yours. The left leg actuator's a bit sticky, but it'll keep the creeps off of you. Oh, and if you need any work done on it, feel free to use the workshops around here. Now, if you'll excuse me, I need to get back to work.
I heard that Elder Maxon got that scar on his face from going one-on-one with a Deathclaw.
Yes. Upcoming on Bay 3 right over here. I'm gonna get
Joining
that
our cause was the wisest decision of your life, brother.
I speak to
Step forward, Knight. Even though they've locked me in this blasted cage, I promise that I won't bite.
Looks uncomfortable in there.
It's not that bad. Now, this is the stowage depot, and I, as you probably already guessed, am the ship's quartermaster, Proctor Tegan. The powers that be have me locked in here, so I can keep an eye on the Brotherhood's valuables. If you need to stock up on supplies before you head out on a mission, this is the place to buy them.
That's good to know.
I'm glad you're the agreeable type. When I tell most of the new recruits that they have to buy their own equipment, they give me the stink eye. The good news is by having a constant flow of caps, I'm able to buy whatever you bring me. Yeah, I'm mostly interested in weapons, but I'll take anything useful. Of course, if you're just looking to make a few caps on the side, I might have some extra work for you to do.
I could use some extra caps.
You need them, and I want you to spend them here. It's a match made in heaven. It just involves a little bit of heavy lifting and interacting with the local farms. And since I'm stuck up here manning this one-man zoo, I need someone to do the legwork for me. After you're done with the meet and greet, we can discuss the details. In the meantime, if you ever need anything else, gun, a mod, even ammo, you just let me know.
You think the Commonwealth looks bad? You should see the Capital Wasteland.
By Elder Maxon's orders, all forms of technology should be confiscated or collected.
Time to suit up.
full core. Wow. Interesting. Yeah. Once it hits the 1 hour mark, I'll end this.
Machine. It's alive.
Right.
It's ridiculous.
Tighten up the motor.
Now that you've familiarized yourself with the Pridwin's crew, are you ready for your next assignment, brother?
Yes.
Yes, Elder. Good. Let's get right to it then. Shall we? Take a look over there. That's Fort Strong. And it's infested with super mutants. Having those aberrations of nature close enough to smell is making me sick to my stomach. To make matters worse, they're sitting on top of a massive stockpile of Fat Man shells we could use in our campaign. I want you to head over there, wipe out everything that moves, and secure that stockpile. Understood?
Consider it done.
Consider it done. Look, I realize you're eager to take the fight to the Institute, but it'll have to wait. The Brotherhood cannot allow those abominations to have a nuclear arsenal at their fingertips.
It'll be a pleasure to exterminate that mutant filth.
Now, we have a vertibird on standby, fully armed and ready to depart. Use it to carry our message to Fort Strong, and wipe those dirty mutants from the face of the earth. Dismissed.
Having the Pridwin more of our...
Remember your 3 C's. Cranium, front, center mass.
There we go.
Welcome aboard, Knight. Instruments are green, and we're cleared for release.
No need of shooting at anyone. Airport. Once we get to the destination, that's when the true firefight starts. Coming right up soon.
Target acquired. I'll try and keep them in your sights. Primary target down. Look at this, eh? I'm gonna find a place to set her down and then hightail it back to the Pridwin for repairs.
is what death looks like! Up close!
After this one quest, after I secure the fort, I'll end this live stream.
A noise? No green stuff.
Yes.
Huh? What's that gonna be a good fight? Come on, what's in it?
This area seems to be in disarray. I wonder if this is recent. Holding position.
Come on.
No problem.
Got it.
Let's see.
This area has obviously been abandoned for quite some time.
I'm not sure on what I need to do right now. Is it that terminal? Or what?
Quite a bit of trash to pick through here. Searching through it could prove beneficial.
Here's the thing.
Remain vigilant. This place may appear abandoned, but that doesn't mean we should drop our guard. To you, that doesn't seem old. To me, it's an archaeological relic.
Which way's the armory? Oh. Also, at this point, always stay vigilant. Who knows if a beauty ends up infiltrating into the
Wish a buckethead would show up. I'd rip his legs clean off.
beauties. I'm gonna switch to Diamond City Radio.
Huh? What's that? What? Who's there? A noise?
Whatever this thing was, it's been totally torn to pieces.
Hey.
Awaiting your command. This equipment's here for a reason. Let's move. Now walk. Can you imagine these weapons in the hands of those super mutants? You may think you're clever.
You hit like a rat roast. Yeah!
Look at this place. You must hate these mutants as much as I do.
Absolutely. Wiping them out was a pleasure.
I wish all of mankind shared your sentiment. These monstrosities are just another example of man blindly taking a step forward, only to wind up stumbling 2 steps back. I've been fighting for years, trying to put a stop to this madness. And just when I thought we were getting the upper hand, along come the synths. I've seen what these super mutants do to people. Can you imagine what the synths would do to us if they ever got the upper hand? It would be Armageddon repeated, and maybe the end of everything that we hold dear. Look, I don't mean to bore you with my rhetoric. I just want you to understand how important these missions are.
Makes sense.
Anyway, that's enough of that. What's important here is that you got the job done and secured these warheads. You should head back up to the Prydwen and talk to Maxon. I'm sure he'll want to debrief you as soon as possible. Dismissed.
You're listening to, Diamond City Radio. If you're listening at all. This is Civilization by, it's by Danny Kaye. Right.
Geiger's going crazy on my suit.
Yes. Yeah, it'll take a little bit after I stop this live stream to get some coffee to finish waking up. And then I'll just take a little time and do the things I need, like go to the restroom and stuff, and then I'll start the live stream after I start up Destiny.
Outstanding work at Fort Strong, soldier.
It was an honor fighting for the Brotherhood.
I'm glad you feel that way, because our mission here has only just begun. In order to bring the Institute to its knees, we need to use every weapon at our disposal. I try to supply my soldiers with the best. That's why I'm giving you these. Signal grenades can call a vertibird to your location when you need aerial transport. Simply throw one to the ground, and the vertibird will hone in on the unique electromagnetic smoke it emits. Once you're aboard, use the map on your Pip-Boy to interface with the pilot's navigation system, so he'll be able to take you wherever you need.
Thank you, Elder. I'll make good use of them.
I expect that you will. Now, I'm sure you're aware that Fort Strong was simply the first step towards the liberation of the Commonwealth. An even greater task lies ahead. By now, I'm sure you've deduced that our arrival in the Commonwealth wasn't coincidental. We're here because of a unique energy reading recorded by Paladin Dance's recon team. According to our scribes, the reading indicated a level of technology that only the Institute could achieve. The moment this information came to light, our mission became clear. The Institute, and everyone responsible for the creation of the synths, must be eliminated at all costs. To accomplish this goal, we need to locate the Institute's headquarters. I've had our scribes meticulously searching the Commonwealth, but they've come up empty-handed.
Sounds like you're gonna have me crawling through the sewers now.
It could be the sewers, the transit tunnels, or maybe an old vault. We just don't have enough information right now. I want you to get out there and become our eyes and ears on the ground. You seem to have a vested interest in locating the Institute before we met, so I'm confident you'll travel in the right circles. If you discover a way in, I need you to report it to me immediately. Any questions, Knight?
Any suggestions where I should look next?
Your meeting with Dr. Amari seemed fairly telling. If the Institute has the capability to teleport its synths, then we're in for quite a fight. There must be a way to tap into the teleport signal, and your mysterious lead in the glowing sea could provide us with the answer. If you need any assistance mitigating the radiation in that godforsaken location, speak to Proctor Tegan. I'm certain he'd be willing to help.
Not right now, Elder.
Very well, then.
Right.
Now, let's see. Gonna drop off my...
Trying to minimize reactor jitter. Adjusting
Hold up,
compression rate.
Let me make... Knight?
What?
Switch on prop.
Once I get my power armor dropped off, I'm gonna save and exit Fallout 4.
The Commonwealth's a dangerous place. Make sure you gear up before you head out.
As you can see, it needs to be charged.
Damn ferals. Radiation has a twisted sense of humor. Put two in the head and they'll stay dead. Advice to live by.
No. Damn cats. Sorry about that.